Do you know the Bible never says the beast was destroyed? It didn't rise from land, it rose from the sea. And when the vision ends, the influence doesn't. John was exiled on Patmos, cut off from power, cut off from people, but heaven chose that moment to speak.
I was in the Spirit, and I stood at the edge of the sea.
And the sea, the place Scripture uses for chaos, nations, and humanity, began to stir. From that movement, something rose, a beast with 7 heads, 10 horns, and crowns.
Names of blasphemy written on every head.
This wasn't random, this was organized power. And then John understood something even more disturbing. The dragon, the ancient enemy, stood behind it. He gave the beast power, authority, and a throne. And what is granted can be misused.
This power was granted.
And John watched as the connection was completed. The power did not clash, it did not struggle, it settled. The beast stood, no longer rising, no longer receiving, but established.
It stands by permission.
And authority was given to it, to rule, to speak, to continue, for a time. And the sea fell silent. The world didn't resist. They followed. They admired. They aligned. Evil doesn't always arrive with terror. Sometimes it arrives with answers.
Who is like the beast? Who can stand against it?
And the admiration did not fade. It settled. The crowds did not scatter. They remained. And the beast did not rush to speak. It waited, as silence filled the world.
All eyes were on it.
And power was given to the beast to continue, for a time. And then it opened its mouth. And then the beast spoke. It spoke great things, words that lifted itself above God.
It was allowed to continue for a time.
Notice the pattern. Power was given, time was measured. And when the beast had opened its mouth, John did not hear a single word only. He heard it continue. And the voice did not weaken. It did not hesitate. It spoke again and again. And the words traveled across the earth, across water, across cities, and wherever the words reached, they carried the weight of authority. And it opened its mouth in blasphemy against God, to speak against his name, and against his dwelling. And John saw that the words did not stop there. They rose further, against those who dwell in heaven. And yet, the voice was permitted, and the speaking continued, for a time. And with influence secured, it turned toward the faithful. It made war with the saints. And for a moment, it overcame them. Not because truth failed, but because endurance was required, and the war did not end quickly. It did not pass like a moment. It remained. And the saints were not overcome by force alone, but by pressure, by persistence. The beast did not strike once. It pressed again, and authority was exercised across tribes, across peoples, across tongues, and across nations. And those whose names were not written in the book of life followed. The pressure is everywhere, and all who dwell on the earth worship the beast. Those whose names were not written from the foundation of the world. And the saints endured. They endured. If anyone has an ear, let him hear. Not everything powerful is righteous, and not everything allowed is permanent. Those who were taken into captivity went into captivity, and those who faced the sword, faced the sword. This was not defeat, this was endurance. Here is the endurance and the faith of the saints. God reveals darkness, not to glorify it, but so his people can recognize it. And the vision did not end because the danger passed. It ended because the warning was given. And then the vision pauses, the chapter ends. But listen carefully, Scripture never says the spirit of the beast was destroyed. If you're wondering how this vision could still matter today, subscribe and comment "I'm watching" if you believe influence didn't end, it evolved.